Let's lay down, sit back. Let's do some rocking here. Let's warm up. Here we go. Lesson number 2. Alex is here. Excited to see you guys. Rocking, loosening up a little bit. Great. Now, little cockroach. Other direction. Join us, you guys. Here we go. Beautiful. So now let's do some bridge. Touch the ground. Bridge, touch. Bridge, touch. Reach in the direction. Boom. 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 Make sure your shoulders are tight. Shoulders back so you can have better support. Good. Now hips up, leg out. Lock your knee out. Keep your hips up, elbows on the ground if you need support. Hips down, touch your leg, come back up. Down, leg straight. 3, 4, 5. Switch legs in the air, leg straight, hold it. Hold it up here. Good, touch. 1, 2, hips up till your hips are flat. 3, 4, 5. Good. Excellent. Now from the bridge, hips are staying up. Take your right leg, thread it through without touching the ground if you can. You're gonna thread it all the way through, pivot, and land on your stomach. Nice. And now put your left shoulder on the ground, walk your hips up, and then step all the way through and back out. From here, hips are up. Take your left leg, thread the needle. Hands down by your side, turn, land on the stomach. Good. Right shoulder on the ground, walk your hips up a little bit, step through, hips are up. Excellent. From here, both legs in one direction. Let's do some whip across. Whipping. Right, back leg goes first, other leg goes second. Now keep your hands behind your back if you can, and throw it and lean. It's all about your head lean. Wherever your head leans, your legs will move opposite. If you need to use your hand, do it. Nice. Excellent. Up on our knees. Both knees down. Roll to one side. Roll to the other side. Just massage your knees here. Side to side. Nice. Nice. Just hip down and touch. Hip down and touch. Hip down and touch. Good. Look, massage your foot a little bit. Come on up. Down. Get those toes bending. Your ankle stretch. If you leave your ankle straight, you stretch the ankle. If you flex your ankle a little bit, you stretch the toes. If that hurts too much, it means you haven't done it often enough. Yep, and then flex your toes the other way. Remember, turn them under. Let's open up those toes now, and let's kind of give a little pressure on those toes there. Sometimes you can push off your hands, go up a little bit, and then go back down, up, and then touch, or flexing, or hyperextending, I should say, the toes. Very nice. Open them up. So today we're going to see clinch on an aggressive opponent, and we're going to see Americana arm lock. Beautiful techniques today. We'll see some fun variations. Excellent. All right, so I want you guys kneeling. Fists on the ground. If you feel comfortable in your fists. If not, you can use your hands. I like fists a little bit more. We're going to jump up both feet right next to our fists in base, and then go back down. Go. Touch and go. Yeah, touch, strong stance. Back down. Nice. And then we want to make it really hard on yourself. Don't put any weight on your feet, like kind of like. Go. Try. Don't fall on your face though. Yeah. Good. Good, Doug. Let's go. Up. 1, 2. Let's do 7 more. 3. Well, that's number 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Great for your shoulders, huh? 9, 10. Stand up. All right, let's rock and roll. Standing technique, clinching the aggressive opponent, you guys. What do we do? This is the most important clinch technique, the most important standing technique in all of jiu-jitsu is this one. It's the idea of closing the distance on someone who is overly aggressive towards you, right? Because if you don't know what to do and a fight happens, and let's say push comes to shove and he goes to attack me right now, and I don't know what to do, this is what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna get cornered, and then I'm getting punched against the wall right here, and now I'm trying to keep distance, look, pushing him away, but every time I push him away, I'm at the end of his punches. So it's not effective. You're trying to do this. Because you're trying to back up, but you're getting cracked on the way out, right? This is very normal behavior, distance. But once you understand jiu-jitsu, you realize that if you can't get out, the safest place to be is all the way in. So Alex is right here, my hands are up, I'm keeping distance. When he aggresses towards me, go. Boom, I step in and I wrap him up. And then from here, separately, we can take him down, we can go into the full mount and take him to the ground, which is topic for a different day, the actual takedown process, but today's the actual entry. The final destination here, guys, is this. Look, wrap his body, grab my wrist, pull my hips in and clinch. So I'm pulling his pelvis in with my head on his chest. Look, my leg is right outside of his. My other leg is right in front of his legs. So I'm triangulated in my positioning of my feet with my head facing his chest and my hands wrapping his back. That's where I want to end up. Okay, but more importantly, back up please, is this. As he steps towards me, is this process of keeping distance. I don't want him to touch me. He moves, I'm here, I'm moving. So I'm always keeping enough distance, and then eventually he becomes aggressive. That's my indicator to step in and wrap his body. So we need to work on this. Everyone first, get in a fight stance with your strong side back. Let's get in our stance, face the camera. Okay, but I also want you to be closer to the camera because we're gonna back up together. Everyone stands, okay? As they step towards us, step with your back leg back. Go, 1. Back leg, 2. 3, hands up, right in here, looking between your hands. Your hands can be further out or they can be further in. There's possibility here. But either way, I don't want you to be here too much. A little bit higher, good. So now, if we go to the right, step with your right foot. 1, 2, 3, good, left. Good, forward, lunge forward with that front foot. Lead with the front foot, exactly, to the right. Back, lead with the back foot. Back, 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 right, or sorry, left, you're right. Boom, here we go, forward. We're making a square. Side, 1, 2, boom, back up. Let's go the other way in the square. Now go forward. You're here, hands are up, stepping, side step, side, 1, boom. Good, back, boom, very nice. So stay in your stance in the back of your room. Back up a little bit, stay in your stance back there. And here's the most important part. You're backing up. When they aggress, you have to lunge in very assertively. So knees are bent. See how far you can pounce with one huge lunging, reaching step. How far can you go? Nice, back up, do it again, let's back up. So like this is what I'm talking about. Stay where you are. It's from here, how far can you, boom, and follow into it. Yeah, and when you do it, my friends, watch this. Don't just do this and stop. After that lunge, there is a follow. So I do a huge lunge and then I follow in base. Okay, let's do that together. Face the camera, back up, leave some space. All together, here we come, Mark. So bending our knees. I'm gonna lunge huge and then I'm gonna shuffle step, but the whole time, everybody keep your hands high and go. Boom, and then step, 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 step. Nice, and I'm more square. You guys, when I take my initial lunge, I am linear, boom. But the second I take it, I square up and I'm walking more even stance instead of walking like this. Okay, my stance does square up. Hands up, let's get ready again, distance. Hands are up, bend your knees. You're staying away, you're staying away. They attack you, big lunge, go, boom, and then square, 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 square. Nice, good, Mike, beautiful, Mike. Good, Eric, John, Chris. Back it up again, hands up. So now on the face protection part, you guys, very important that your elbows are not here, but they're nice and high. And whatever side the person's hitting you from, if they're throwing a big right, I want your left hand up higher. If they throw a big left, your right hand, here, go like this. Yeah, you should feel high elbow, right here, right in the pocket. Boom, 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 boom. So you're looking right between your elbows. Nice, good, Ben. Okay, backing up. Get ready, we're staying back, we're back, and go. Boom, step, step, step. Now from right here, watch, stay here, stay here, stay here, stay here, stay here. Look, look, look. Wrap their back with your left arm. With your right arm, grab your own wrist. Great, and watch me. Put your left ear right in their heart. Your ears right in their chest and pull them into you. Put your left ear against them. Pull, and stay tight. Now with your stance, let's move around a little bit. Just kind of circle, circle. Feel this, circle, circle, circle the room. As if they're throwing you around, but you're not crossing your feet. Tight clinch, tight.
Good, Van Visa.
Very nice. And then now his friends are coming. Watch, his friends are coming. Push off his stomach, boom, and back up. Yeah, reset, hands up. I'm changing my angle just for you guys. So everybody get ready. Let's all move forward in the room. Move forward, come to me, come to me. We're gonna back up first. Everybody get ready. Back, back, back. Attack, boom, clinch. Wrap the waist. Beautiful, tight, tight. Hold the head in tight, ear tight. Follow in base, follow in base. Both hands push off, get out, go, boom. Back out, reset. Here we go, hands up, everybody move forward, come closer.
Good job, son. Sandra, great job, Felipe.
Back up with me, guys.
Raymond.
Here they come, May step, we back up. Where hands are up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Here comes the punch, go, step in, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wrap, hold the body, stay tight, ear to chest. Beautiful, hold, hold, hold. Push off, get out. Disengage. Make that distance. Excellent, you guys. Any clinch questions before we go to the ground? Let me know if you guys have any questions. Put them in the comments there. We can get them real quick. Any details, hands, grips. The wrapping arm, pay attention. The wrapping arm gets grabbed by the other arm. No thumb. Monkey grip. Okay? That's the wrapper, that's the grabber. And the wrapper corresponds with whatever foot is behind the subject or around the side of their body. See this? How I have one foot that's behind Alex, that's this hand. If this was the foot that ended up near this side, it would be this hand, and I would grab here, and I'd fold tight, okay? And in real life, once we get this, one of the takedowns is just to kind of pick him up, fold his body, look, and then you descend, and you go right into mount. Very basic, you fold their torso, and go into full mount.
Almost like a good clinch will lead to a takedown.
A good tight clinch will lead to them losing their balance. Very common, correct. Cool, let's switch it up here. Cool, any questions come in?
Yes.
Let's check them out. What do we got here?
Can I use a gable grip?
Yeah, good question. Can you use a gable grip? Instead of grabbing your wrist, can you grab palm to palm? Yes.
On the combatives test, how should your hands be on entry?
On entry, on your head, hands up. When you guys test, forget the test, think about real life. When you shoot in to clinch someone and you step in, the hands are up high, not here. I want them high, elbows in front of your face. I don't want your hands in front of your face, so you're gonna get cracked right through the cage right here.
And do you decide which side to go to, or let the bad guys lead foot decide?
The bad guy will typically decide with their shoulder angle. Which side that I go to is dependent on which foot of the bad guy is forward.
And can you show how to take them down? Where are your feet?
No takedown. Takedown's a separate class, Rebecca. Thanks for asking. But it's covered in a separate class in great detail. That's how this all works. We piece it together. Every combatives class is something, a little piece of the puzzle, and then it all comes together. I just wanted to show that takedown to give you a little context as to what might happen next, but we'll cover that in lesson 4, 5, or 6 here coming up, this next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Alex is gonna mount on me now. Let's assume Alex took me down. He's on top of the fight, and now the person needs to be apprehended or subdued. In a future class, on Monday, you're gonna learn how to control someone from here so they can't just push you off. Boom, can't just bench press you. Because getting thrown off, you're just gonna have nothing left. But if you can hold them down and burn their energy a little bit, then you buy yourself time and buy their exhaustion, and now you're ready for a submission. One of them is the Americana. He'll do it once, then he'll break it down. Check it out. Talk to us, Alex.
Well, just like Henry said, you want to establish the control, but you have to, sometimes you need control with pain compliance, right? So all I did was go to my knees, little distraction, wrist, elbow, like I pin, place, control, hook, and finish right here. The Americana is, we're rotating the whole shoulder back, the whole shoulder. We rotate like an Allen wrench. All we're doing is twisting and twisting and twisting until obviously something might pop, break, or dislocate. So look what I did. Distraction, look, right here. It's almost like you're riding a scooter or a bicycle right here, like this. We're gonna do it no thumb, right here, monkey grip. Palm to palm, palm to wrist, I pin it. And notice I'm using my body weight, my arms are locked out. I'm using my body weight, I pin. Elbow right in the crook of the neck. Monkey grip. Because if I use a human grip, a C-clamp, he might extend it. Extend it please right there one time. Like that. So I pin, look at my other hand. Goes palm up. Rotate and grab my own wrist. Right here. Grab my own wrist. Head down, look away, slide, and lift.
And while he's sliding here, guys, as a point of reference, his elbow in my neck is the anchor stationary point. Everything else is moving. His elbow lifted to the sky. Don't stay there. Just lift it up. His elbow is lifting, and my hand is sliding simultaneously. That'll break my shoulder. But this elbow is the anchor point, so that's important when you do it solo. Alex will have you guys do it on both sides. Go with him. Go with him. Go with Alex, you guys solo.
So we're on our knees, palms out.
We're gonna attack the person's left arm, so you're gonna turn to your right, top person.
So your left hand should be on top, your right hand on the bottom. So you're gonna pin, and then drop your left elbow. And then imagine there's a neck right there, so drag your elbow to the neck. Very good. Then your right hand, palm up. Look, palm up. It's almost like you're tickling them. So you're gonna tickle, 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 and then rotate and grab your wrist. It's not about a heavy hand, it's about a heavy elbow, light hand. So all you're gonna do is slide your the right elbow up to the ceiling as you pet the ground.
Lift the elbow, slide the hand. Put your head down. Yes, slide and lift for Sandra. Go ahead, lift his elbow and slide his hand, Sandra. Keep sliding his hand. Keep sliding. Yep, that's a tap. That means stop. Sandra, that means stop, yeah.
So you go to your knees. Maybe throw a little distraction slap, distraction hitch right here. We do the same side again. Left hand up top, right hand on the bottom. You're gonna pin. Pin, pin, there you go. Left elbow on the mat. And then drag it in. Right, so your right hand, palm up. You tickle them. Tickle, 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 tickle. Rotate and grab your wrist right here, no thumb as well. Head down, look away. Right, not a heavy hand, a heavy elbow. Now slide down and lift up. Slide and lift, slide and lift, slide and lift. If they tap, you let go. We do it again. Let's do it on the other side, on the left side. Go to your knees, distraction right here. Right hand up on top, no thumb. Great, left hand on the elbow. So you're gonna pin. Pin.
Nice, Philip. Elbow to neck. Right elbow to neck.
Right elbow to the mat and drag it in.
Nice.
Great. Left hand, palm up. You're gonna tickle, tickle, crawl up, crawl up, crawl up, and grab your wrist. No thumb. Great. Look down and away. Remember, heavy elbow, not heavy hand, heavy elbow. Slide down and lift up. All the way until you can't go anymore. Then you rewind it, posture up, couple slaps. Right hand up, left hand down, pin. Elbow down, right elbow in, drag it in a little more. Left hand palm up, great. Palm up, tickle, crawl, rotate, grab your own wrist. There you go. Look down and away, slide down, elbow up right here.
Okay, let's add the hip pressure. Check it out.
Good. So
So
here,
yeah, go
pin
ahead.
it. One pin, pin. Now, what can you do in the bottom? Once I pin someone down, that free hand could throw me over.
You guys, I can bump my hips and bench press Alex because his hands are so tied up, he's off balance in that direction. Unless, watch what he does.
So as soon as this hand goes underneath, boom.
Ah, he got me. Look at this hook, you guys. He shoots this hook in, smashes the hip. His knee is floaty. His knee's not even on the ground. Look at my voice changing. And now I try to bench press him. There's no way. And then he slides and lifts all together. Game over. Other side.
Boom, boom.
So talk about that hook and what you're doing, when you're doing it, how, and which hook is it?
Well, okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm pinning, elbow down, drag it in. When do I put my hook in? Well, I could put it in right now, but I don't need the hook. In case he throws me off, I can just put my hand out. Just put your hand out. So when do I actually put the hook, or when do I absolutely need it? Is when this hand starts to tickle right here, starts to go underneath the arm. That's when I go in.
Deep hook, knee floating. Check, check, check. He locks it up, and then same slide. Everything's the same, but having this back hook, you guys, makes him unbench pressable in that direction of the actual lockup.
Now a hook, this is a hook right here, just a foot. But it's not just a hook, it's a hook, but an anchor drop. So the more my anchor, my hip drops over there, the more I'm able to rotate my body here, all the way, all the way. Okay, so let's do it together. Okay, we're on our knees, posture. Left hand up, right hand down, you pin. Left elbow down, you drag it in. Right? Let's just say they threw you off, so put your right hand out for base and go back in. Once again, right hand out for base and go back in. Now once you start to tickle right here, once you go underneath, once these toes go underneath, look at my hook, look at my hip, it drops. Grab your wrist. Good, 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 good. Toes up to the ceiling, and then from here, slide and lift. Slide, rotate your body too, just enough. Let's do it again. Posture up, grab, same side, pin, left elbow down, pull it in, put your right hand out for base, assuming they threw you off, try to throw you off, base. Once this hand goes palm up, right here, you drop that hook.
Nice.
Drop that hip.
Grab your own wrist, Brian.
There you go.
Your right hand, grab your left wrist
It's
there,
a
champ.
heavy
There you
hip
go.
drop, like a hammer, trying to hammer in a nail with one hit like that.
Nice. Drive your left hip hook. Drive your left hook in, Brian, and melt your left hip on the ground. Put your left hook in, Brian, and left hip should be on the ground, flat. Your left pelvis in the mat. Yes, bro.
Let's do
And
the other
then,
side.
yeah, readjust your arms, but watch. Alex, turn a little more sideways so they can see how much your hips drop.
Here. So
Yeah.
the other side, right hand up, you pin, right elbow pin, drag it in. Hand off your base. Once your hand goes palm up, look at my hip.
Look at that, you guys. He fully lays on his hip. Legit drop the hip. Yeah, this is it. Imagine. Yes, thank you, Carrie. Thank you, David. Thank you, Abigail. Good, Ashley.
Then you grab your wrist, heavy elbow, rotate, 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 rotate. and
Pop
rewind
the
it.
shoulder. Nice, Gribes. Good.
Again. Top, bottom, pin, right elbow down, pull it in, base out with your left hand, boom, boom.
Get ready, guys. We're shooting
Palm
in.
up, once your palm goes up, drop that hip.
Nice.
Good, let's do that again. Go on your knees, base out, palm goes up, drop the hip. Drop the hip.
There's the hook in. Smash
There
the
you go.
hook, and now grab your own wrist there.
Grab
Good,
your wrist,
Richard.
and
Good, Philip.
Slide and lift. Slide and
Nice,
lift.
Dave. Nice, Henry. Matthias. Van Visa. Mark and friends. Looking good. Hip heavy. Your hips should be on the ground, you guys. Excellent. Excellent. Next variation, you guys. Check it out.
Good. So that was the standard one. When you posture up, little distraction here, you pin him down. And by the way, when you do this, if you do this, you're not going to go up, all the way up, get comfortable, and do this. As you're posturing up, it's almost like you're covering their eyes just to get their hands up, and then you decide. Okay. So now we have a neck hug. Neck hug. If you have a neck hug, you know the benefit of a neck hug is you're glued to your partner right here, the bad guy. You're attached. So would I have a neck hug, have good hooks, good control, and go to my knees, let go of the headlock? Right here, I don't know. Every situation is different. Me, right now, I would keep it. Right? So look what I do. Same little distraction. Grab the wrist, pin. Grab and pin. Look, and I feed it. I feed it. I have the control with a thumb full grip right now, human grip right here. I go underneath, I grab my wrist, remove the thumb. Now from here, some people say, oh, can I finish it here? Well, I can lift the elbow up, but I can't slide it down. So what do I have to do? Loop and hook. Then do it again. All right, so again, look, I hug the neck, grab the wrist, pin it down. How you grab the wrist, there's a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways. And when I'm pinning it, I'm not pinning it like straight down. I'm grabbing it and pulling it and pinning it. No one likes being told what to do, let alone forced to do something physically. But I pin it away. You don't want to bring it back in, look. Look at my neck hug, I grab it, hand it off, thumb full grip. I go underneath, grab the wrist, remove the thumb, control, loop, and hook. And the same thing, we finish right here. Okay. So, you're in the bottom, you're on top, you have the neck hug.
A little closer.
You have the neck hug. You could have your hooks in already. Remember, it's mouth control, your hooks, you're maintaining right here. You grab the wrist, you pin it away. You pin it, look, you feed it. The underhook right here, the neck hug, it's like a mouth, a snake's mouth right here. You're gonna feed it, feed the snake, grab the wrist. Other hand, look, control, go underneath, palm up, grab your wrist, remove the thumb. Okay. Now from here, what's the next step? You go up and down, you wanna loop around the head, drop your hip, and you're here. Head down, look away, slide and lift. Let's do it together again. So you can be on your knees for right now. Okay, so we're gonna hug the neck. Hug the neck, good. Throw a little distraction, do one of these right here. Grab the wrist, pin it away. Pin, good pin. Feed it. And then hand off right there. Grab the wrist. If you actually want to grab something when you feed it, just grab your own wrist right now. Just do this. But don't let go of it. Okay? And look, my hand goes underneath, palm up. Grab the wrist, remove the thumb. Grab the wrist, remove the thumb. Go up to loop. Loop around, drop the hip. Loop around, drop the hip.
Good, Kevin.
Right. Look down and away. Slide and lift. Slide and lift.
Good, Steve. Good, Henry.
Let's do the other side now. You're gonna wrap the neck. Right arm, hug the neck. Right here. Hand off for base. Distraction.
Nice, Luis.
Grab and pin. Pin away. Pin away. Feed it. Grab the wrist. Thumb full grip. Great feed.
Nice,
Good.
Ashley.
Go underneath, palm up, do a little tickle. When you grab your wrist, remove the thumb. Grab the wrist, remove the thumb. And then from here, lean forward to loop around the head.
Nice, Fenton. Loop
Go
that
back
arm.
down,
Beautiful.
and
And
then
tuck it in the neck.
Hip drop.
Yep. Back hook in. Back hook in now. Yes. Smash the hip.
Slide and lift. Slide and
Nice.
lift. Great. Again. Good. So hug the neck. Grab the wrist. Feed. Grab your own wrist. Remove the thumb. Grab and remove. Good. Now, can I have my hook in already and still loop it around? You could. But if the bottom person is much bigger than you, taller than you, that hook, that anchor is designed to keep your hips glued. So sometimes you won't be able to go up to loop it around. If that's the case, remove the hook, go up, down, and drop.
Boom.
Very good. And slide and lift. Slide and lift. Okay. Let's do another side again. Hug, left arm, hug the neck, right hand pin the wrist. Pin, feed. Great. Pin, feed. Good. Crawl, grab the wrist, remove the thumb. Good. Loop. Drop the hook.
Left hook in. Drop that back hook, you guys. That back hook. The same side as your elbow tucked into the neck.
Good. Look away, slide and lift.
Excellent. One question came up. Chris had a good question about the wrist grab. Hug my neck, please. So he gets a neck hug. You grab the wrist. The initial wrist. The question was, does the initial wrist speed need to be thumb full? See how he's holding with his thumb right now? He's using a C-clamp. Does it have to? Could he go monkey grip right here by itself? The answer is no, Chris, because a solo grip, a solo wrist grab, as a monkey grip, has no circular control.
Say this.
I can slip out. So whenever you grab a wrist solo, Chris, C-clamp. Whenever you grab a wrist in tandem, go into my neck, and so C-clamp first. When the brother shows up, because my range of motion is so restricted by his bicep, now he can take his thumbs out and I can't slip out. You understand? So the second arm is almost substituting for the thumb, if that makes sense. But you need that thumb initially so that you can't slip out in multi-directional fashion. Excellent. So he's got his lockup. He loops around the head. Boom, he lands. His back hook is his default hook. You guys, you have to be ready for another potential occurrence. If I try to push him with my backhand, he's good to go. If I try to reach across and roll him the other way, keep your hooks how they are, he's very rollable towards his back hook. So he has his hook, but the minute that I try to roll him the other way, he switches. And now I can't roll him, but if I switch back, he switches back. And then when I switch back, he switches back. So in any direction that I push him, he always wants to have his hook on the back side of the energy. So if I'm driving this way, he wants to anchor here. If I'm driving him this way, he wants to anchor here. Very important hook switches during the Americana neck hugging process. It's the same as lesson number 3, Monday's class, which is mount control. You have to have dynamic hooks, otherwise you'll get rolled off. So Alex, walk him through the neck hug one more time, but this time let's have dynamic hooks, please.
Okay. So left hand hug the neck, grab the wrist.
Come on in, you guys. We're gonna do dynamic hooks this time. Good stuff. Here we go.
Grab the wrist, feed the wrist. Remember C-clamp, right here. Go underneath, grab your wrist, remove the thumb.
Nice, knuckle, head, you got it. Keep it tight right there.
Lean forward, loop it around, and then drop the hook. Drop the hook.
Nice, back hook is in.
So your left hip is on the ground.
And that's the default one. But now let's say things start to get, nice, good, Greg. Let's say things start to get a little sketchy right now. He wants to roll you, imagine someone rolled you this way. Watch, his hooks are gonna switch. Boom! Everyone switch your hooks, go. Yeah, which means your right foot should be in the sky, your right pelvis on the ground. Turn 90 degrees to the camera. Look, this is very important to understand how his hips change. So, let's say I want to roll him the other way. Watch, he's gonna switch again. So his hips do this, you guys. They do this little 45-degree roll back. So when Alex switches his hooks, go ahead, he just rolls his hips, switches feet in the sky, and his other knee bends forward. Bring here, his other knee bends forward here. This knee comes forward where the back foot goes up and the back hip is down. And his pelvis is slightly canted there at a small angle.
It's kind of like a low crawl without your foot in the air. If you want to crawl forward, you have to keep your hips down. One knee has to bend, the other one has to like stay straight, the hip in the ground. You're doing this.
Boom.
Right here.
Boom.
Like that, back and forth, right? But in this one, you have a hook, so your toe has to be up. So if let's do it again actually. So we're gonna hug the neck, right arm.
Right arm hugging the neck, right arm hug the neck. Pay attention, here we go.
Grab the wrist, feed the wrist. C-clamp, go underneath, grab your wrist, remove the thumb.
Monkey grips.
So then lean forward, loop it around. When you bring your elbow down, your hip goes down.
Boom, heavy, right hook in, right hook is in.
Good. So we're drive, and really try to drive that right hip to the mat.
There you
like
go.
You want to push the ground to the ground.
Good,
The
Rebecca.
hip to the ground. So you're driving right here. They hug the cross, and then you drop the other hip. Boom.
Switch those hooks, you guys. Let's see, roll those hips. Nice, your hands stay how they are. Just switch your hook. Go back the other way, switch.
If you control, now they
Nice,
throw you,
Sandra.
They throw you back again. Drop the other hip.
Boom.
2, And 3, your right hip's on the ground, and then slide.
When you finish, you guys just stay where you are. When you finish, your right hook should be in, your left knee should be bent, so you can break their arm. That's important. So switch back to your right hook. There you go. Good, Rebecca. And now slide the hand down and lift the elbow, a little slide. There you go. Just a little twist. Good. That's it. Good break. Easy, easy, easy on their arm. Good, good, good. I don't want to hurt his arm, Rebecca. Calm down. Calm down. All right. Good job, you guys.
And some people say like, oh, Alex, I've done this before with my friends. They're very flexible. You go a little pressure, they're super flexible, and you give up. Did I do something wrong? It's like, no, they're flexible, but just like a rubber band, they can be so stretchy, but after a while, it has a limit, it's gonna snap. So when would you start rotating? If I had, you know, Bubba the dummy here, I'm not gonna stop here or here. I'm gonna stop all the way, boom, like that.
Full inversion of their shoulder, yes.
Completely.
You have some people pop at seminars, they go, or say, hey, my shoulder, I don't feel the pain. I get in there and I start going, and what's interesting is that, yeah, the partner just gave up a little too soon. And it's almost like they go until it gets tight and they go, man, it's not working. Well, here's the whole point. When it gets tight, when you can't pull the rubber band any further, guess what's about to happen? It's about to rip. David Watkins asked, what's the defense to this? David, so glad you asked. So glad you asked. There are many defenses that you're gonna learn in the Master Cycle during the rest of your journey with us. and that's the thing is, if I show the defense right here, David, which I easily could do, if I showed it, then the question everyone's gonna have is, well, how do you counter those defenses? And then David's gonna ask, well, how do you counter those counters? And then Chris is gonna ask, well, what about that counter? And that's why jiu-jitsu exists, bro. That's the whole point. That's why you have this endless black hole of techniques that never ends, because it's always counter to the counter to the counter to the counter to the counter. And it's a common syndrome of what's happening in BJJ today is everyone's so consumed with the counters to the 100th counter that a lot of people neglect just how to actually defend against someone who doesn't speak jiu-jitsu. And that's what Gracie Combatives is. It's the language for someone getting into a fight with someone who's not going to do jiu-jitsu against you. They just want to hurt you. And we're going to defend against that. But once they both know jiu-jitsu, it looks different. And that's okay, because we're both playing with the same chess pieces, and now it's a matter of who can move those pieces better. You know, whereas when you get in a street fight with someone who doesn't know jiu-jitsu, it's like playing checkers against someone who can move in chess form. And that's what we're teaching you guys. They have very rudimentary movements, and we have very methodical ones to counter those.
Yeah, and the defense, when you're the bad guy defense is what? Don't be a bad guy. Don't be a bully.
Don't be a bully.
Yeah, don't be a bully.
Hands down, everyone base up. Come on, let's go through a whole sequence. I'll coach you through it. We'll do it all together, then we'll see a couple fun variations at the end here. So hands up, move around the room, backing up, circling, hands up, hands up. I'm just kind of circling backwards. Back up, and when I say go, we're gonna clinch. Distance, hands up, go, clinch, boom, boom, boom. Wrap their hips, grab their hips, tight, stay tight, 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 tight. Now watch this. Fold their body, step, hands down, and go into the full mount. Nice, once you're in the full mount, stay low here, right away. Hug their neck, put your hook in and stay low. Heavy hips, just put your both feet in the sky, you're just laying low. They calm down. Now, grab a wrist and pin it. Nice. Hand it off to this other hand behind the neck. Boom. Come under, palm up, tickle. Grab your own wrist, no thumbs on both. Good. At this point, go to your knees so you can loop the elbow around the head more easily, but quickly reinsert your back hook. Boom, which is my left hook in this case, depending which arm you hug the neck with. At this point, head low, start to slide and lift, slide and lift. All of a sudden, all you hear is, ow! And that means tap, just in case you're wondering. And that's when you say, bro, Kevin, I'm gonna let you go, bro. But, you know, I need you to chill out, okay? I need you to chill out. This jiu-jitsu stuff, it actually works. I need you to stop testing me. Every time we meet, you wanna grapple to see if you can defeat me and dethrone me. I need you to chill out. Okay, I've been training. I've almost completed Gracie Combatives. I got 2 stripes. Chill out. Okay, so now look, he's okay, he cooperates, okay? And then we slowly build the house, hands on his chest, jump up, step off, help him up. Beautiful. Okay, let me show you guys a couple variations, Alex, on this one, just for fun, because you guys are asking about some Master Cycle stuff. Lay down, check this out, how cool. Let's just say, this is pure bonus, okay? This is just pure reference of what you have to look forward to in the Master Cycle Americana party. Look, neck hug, boom, wrist pin, boom. I hand it off, boom, I come under, I go here. What if I can't loop around? Because Alex grabs my arm. Can't loop around. Check it out. You lift the elbow high in the sky, you shoot your knee in the armpit, you walk the dog all the way up until it's fully inverted. You hug the neck, you pin the chin, you step around, and you catch the arm. Boom. So Americana can transition into a straight arm lock in the event that the person doesn't let the loop around take place. What if you're on a really, really strong guy, really strong arms, you pin the arm down and he defends by grabbing it. You step around and you catch the other arm as well. So again, Americana used to set up the armbar in that situation. So there's a lot of possibilities. Once you understand, that's what we try to do with Gracie Combatives, is like teach you the actual fundamentals of jiu-jitsu. And once you have these building blocks, we can build on them so beautifully in the master cycle because we have a base, a foundational language of jiu-jitsu that we can reference to build off of. And that's why our master cycle is almost always more effective for students who have a Gracie Combatives foundation because we make a lot of references that are so effectively solidified at this level. Any questions?
Are we still doing that motorcycle rev up action right before we tweak the shoulder at the end of the move?
This? Yes. So when you grab the wrist on the Americana arm lock, we talk about C-clamp versus monkey grip, right? There's also something to be said about finger dominant grip versus, look at that, forearm dominant grip. See the difference? You see this? This is what I want to hold someone's arm with, not this. Even with no thumb, this is too shallow. So curling your wrist as deeply as you can, full gooseneck. Look at that, almost 90 degrees on your own forearm to wrist. That's how every wrist grab should be when it's no thumbs. They should not be shallow because now it puts too much pressure on your fingers, which can easily be broken through. Yes, Kevin, great. Next question.
How to avoid a bite to the chest?
Good question. And bites to the chest in this situation, it's a very common question from a lot of students. When you're grappling with someone, are you within range to be bit at some times? Yes, whether it's mount control, whether it's punch block series stage 1. The reality is, in order to avoid the knockout of the century, you are pulling someone in close so that you are less distanced to be knocked out. In pulling them in close, you are more biteable. But when you push them away from the bite, you are now more knockoutable. You guys get it? So if I'm mounted on Alex and I was gonna hug him, but he was gonna bite me, I would do this, bite now. There's no bite. There's no bite. So my point is, any technique he wants to do, I can neutralize it. The problem is, now that I do this, I'm a little more bench pressable. Do you see, because there's no neck hug. So the answer is very simple. It's the same answer I give law enforcement. How do I protect my gun in that situation and avoid the knockout? Well, what's the objective of the suspect at that moment? Are they going for the gun or are they going for the knockout? If they're going for the gun, here's what you do. If they're going for the knockout, you do the exact opposite. So you kind of have to change the strategy and dance according to the music. It's not like you do one thing, a little change, and there's no more bite possible. And if I say it for this particular move today, maybe tomorrow you're gonna say, what about the bite in this position? And the answer is, it's always gonna change. But what you have to have, think about this. Think about Henner's capacity. Think about Henner's capacity. You can just sit closer right here, it's good, so far back. Think about Henner's capacity to address a bite, to address the bite, just to kind of address it and deal with it. Because of the overall comfort I have in just being close to someone and neutralizing violence, whether it's a bite, an eye gouge, a groin strike. Think about my capacity to just change gears and deal with that compared to someone who doesn't have the same comfort. It's almost like, think about if you know how to tread water decently, like imagine you know how to swim a little bit. Think about that person's ability to be able to tread water and enjoy a beverage, a nice beverage in a bottle, in a plastic cup in the water. Tread water and drink. There's people who can do that. But if you don't know how to tread water, you're not drinking any water in the pool. You're gonna be like this, there's no holding any cup except for the water you're drowning in. Do you understand? So what you want is the ability to tread water in a fight, chill and calmly manage a fight, so that when you have to do another task of any kind, you can do it with a conscious, deliberate effort versus, oh my God, you're drowning in the ground fight, you're gonna get bit left and right anyways because you don't know what you're doing. So that's what we hope to do. Create such conscious, deliberate, calm capability to handle a ground fight that you can adapt accordingly when the time comes.
Learn how to tread water first.
What if they're so strong that you can't bring the arm to the arm around the arm to the arm around the head?
Loop around?
I think I already showed that. If I can't loop around?
If you can't loop around, or if you can't pull it in.
Oh, if you can't pull it in. I see. So he's here. What if he's so strong that when you hug the neck, we'll do this as our last question here. I'm here, I wanna feed this right here. What if you can't bring it in to this right here? Instead of bringing the hand in, you throw it north and you hook his shoulder. Look at this, tricep armpit area. And then from there, he hates this. So he bends it and then you grab your own wrist and then you grab his. Okay, so instead of coming in, you go north. When you go north, he comes south. When he goes south, he forgets what you wanted to begin with. And if he doesn't go south when I go north, let's say I go north, and let's say he keeps it straight up there, straight your arm. Then I'll hook it, I'll slide this knee to his armpit and I'll straighten this right here, boom. And now we create a really compromising situation. Boom, boom. He's gonna bring this arm through, and then I'm gonna catch this arm and go boom. Fun. Well, friends, everyone sit down, cross your legs, sit up straight, chest up. Let's inhale deeply through the nose, all the way out through the mouth to the very bottom. Let's go together. You make it to the parking lot. You're heading towards your car. Guy gets out of his car. It's later. It's a little bit, almost a little past sunset. The sun is gone, but there's still some light. Gets out of his car, walks up to you, starts cursing at the top of his lungs. You have no idea what's going on and why this crazy person is doing something crazy. As they walk right towards you, they don't even make a fist. They don't even like swing at you. They just barking at you, and they're walking towards you straight at you. Very clear they're upset at something. You don't know, have no idea. You don't know who they are. You don't know why they're yelling. As they get close, you're like, wow, he's about to attack me. So you don't even think twice. You bite your teeth, you put your hands up, you ram him in the chest, you clinch his body. From that clinch, you stay so tight on his hips, he's hitting you in the side of the head, and all you remember thinking is, wow, I feel safe right here. These don't feel that dangerous. I don't feel like they're hurting me. They're hitting me, but they're not hurting me. So I'm gonna stay tight, pull those hips, and he loses his balance. Boom, crashes down. When he crashes, you land in the side mount, you kind of transition into full mount and put your hooks in and stay low. You're holding the mount, he's going crazy. You're holding, hooks in, holding, neck hug, holding. Eventually, you feel this spirit break. Tired. Keep that neck hug, you find his wrist, you pin his wrist to the ground. And you're curious how he's gonna behave. Not surprisingly, when you push his wrist away from his body, he bends it. He starts to bend his arm forcefully towards his own, bringing it into his body. When he does that, you hand off the wrist perfectly, almost like he did it for you. Because like what Alex said, when you push it away, they retract and you feed it in. Whatever you want, go for the opposite. Boom, you hand off that wrist, you go under his elbow, grab your own wrist. You got him. At this point, he starts to buck and twist so wild that you don't advance. You stay right there, you use your hooks, switch, hook, 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 back and forth, dynamic. And then once he chills, you take your left arm and you loop it around the head. And now you got the Americana set up. Hooks are in, your left hook is in, your left elbow's tight in his neck. And now with your head down, you start sliding, sliding, sliding. And all you hear is, ow! And then you let up a little bit, you soften up. And you say, bro, I don't know who you are, I don't know why you attacked me, but we can't have any of that. Okay, man, he starts to tell you about his whole life story, how things are just so challenging right now and so tough. You empathize a little bit, you chill, you realize you don't have to break this guy's arm, he's just having a bad day, so you start to loosen up, you get up cautiously, you make your distance, he stands up, and you say, listen, bro, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, I didn't mean to do that, I didn't want to do that, but I didn't have a choice, so you do you, I'll do me, I hope things lighten up for you. Boom, and you're back. Awesome. You guys, crazy people do crazy things. Don't ever be surprised when the crazy person does a crazy thing. And you gotta kind of be ready for that. We're normal functioning interactions and human beings aren't used to that. So when violence happens, be ready. Don't question it, neutralize it. All right, we have some people we'd like to recognize today, quite a few actually, excitedly enough. First stripe, third stripe, third stripe, third stripe, exciting. All right, so for, Ashley Flores and David Watkins on their first stripe. Congratulations, you guys. Joe, Victor, and Aaron on their third stripes, you guys. Congratulations. No, this is how you clap. This is how you clap. Awesome. This is how they clap. If you can't hear this, you do this, and it's very exciting. Awesome, you guys. So we're tracking. Dude, Aaron Chan, for third stripe. Aaron has 21 classes here, lockdown classes, and I can tell because they're all in blue checks instead of red checks. Red checks, live classes, blue checks, quarantine classes. Awesome, you guys. Thank you for joining us today. Proud of you. Keep up the great work. We're going to reconvene on Monday. We added a new combatives class during the weekday. It's going to be on Monday at noon is the new combatives class. So you guys are all invited to that. Okay, so enjoy the weekend. Monday at noon we'll see you. And then regular classes the evening all week long. But Monday at noon, Thursday Am I tripping? No, I'm right. Monday at noon, Thursday at noon, and Saturday at 10 are our weekday morning and weekend morning combatives classes now starting next week, new schedule. It'll be full of people in here, hopefully, but we're still gonna have you guys join us. Cool? Everyone have a good weekend. Thank you, Alex. Good job. Good job, everyone. We'll see you guys next time. Appreciate it. Excellent work.
See you later.